Welcome back to the beautiful Wyndham Rio Mar Resort. I'm standing here on the Tom and George Fazio designed golf course at the scenic 16th hole. Now this is one of 2 golf courses here at the Wyndham Rio Mar, and with views like this, it's the most relaxing place for you to tee off. And if you want some more information about the Wyndham Rio Mar, go to wyndhamriomar.com. Before the break, 11 teams from across the Caribbean competed in preparing and plating over 100 dishes of a 3-course meal in just under 4 hours. Now they will serve their gourmet masterpieces to over 400 fans who have traveled all the way to the Wyndham Rio Mar in Rio Grande, Puerto Rico to taste the finest cuisine the Caribbean has to offer.
We're done, man.
I am extremely excited to go and finally get to eat. I'm gonna go get me a seat.
Cooking's done, people are eating, and I feel like we got this one in the bag.
I'm excited. My team did very well. We functioned perfectly.
Well, now it's time for the entree. Let's see how it tastes.
The evening has come to an end, and I can honestly say I had one of the best dinners I have had in my entire life. And I was also one of the fortunate few who got to taste every country's meal. It will be the judges who decide which 4 teams are moving on and which 7 teams are going home. Let's hear the judges' critique before we move on to the elimination ceremony.
Well, welcome to the Taste of the Caribbean.
Yes. We wait.
Well, how do you think you did?
Team up for the judges' critique is St. Lucia. While Chef Bobo from St. Lucia earned top honors as Chef of the Year in 2003, their team was plagued by unfortunate mishaps that took them off their game.
You had a pretty ambitious menu, and the more you have to do, the more hectic it's gonna get, and it showed. One of the team members was not wearing a glove. I mean, those are simple rules of sanitation, and those need to be adhered to. All right. Thank you. Well done.
Next up are the first-timers, Dominican Republic.
It is your first time, and congratulations on being here, number 1.
You started off a little slow. You maintained that pace throughout, even coming down to the end, and then you really pulled it out of the bag and had everything organized and really ready to go. Timing and flow of service was excellent. Okay, great job.
Well done. Congratulations.
Barbados was one of the most efficient and risk-taking teams. Let's see how the judges reacted to their work.
You absolutely demonstrated a lot of different skills across your dishes. You walked the line well in terms of refined and artsy-fartsy. And boy, you put a lot of work into this appetizer. But the Bajan spice kind of slapped us in our face in terms of the intensity of the spice. Think through that so that it complements versus jumps in your face.
Puerto Rico had the hometown advantage. Do the judges agree?
Puerto Rico, thank you for being a great host for the competition. You know, if you look at your plates in general, there's great continuity in terms of the feel. Some good splashes of color, but you know, we are in the Caribbean, so you might want to even think about even brightening up the colors a little bit more.
Up next, Bahamas.
I thought it was great. All the flavors were super, minus the terrine. For me, mozzarella and passion fruit, the acidity and the sweetness just didn't work. Everything else I loved on the dish.
4-time defending champions Trinidad and Tobago were forced in the kitchen. Let's see what the judges had to say.
The only thing I really didn't like was the vegetable. It was raw.
The tomato avocado choca, for me it didn't really work that well with the mozzarella, but it just didn't deliver on texture or flavor.
Not the best critique for Trinidad and Tobago. Will Antigua and Barbuda fare any better?
It was a very nice thing to introduce the technique of smoking, and you set up your own smoker, which was very unique, and I thought it was very innovative.
Team Jamaica had an Irie vibe. Did it reflect in their food?
All in all, while you did your work, sometimes the workspace was a little bit clouded. Your dishes were a little bit dated, for lack of better words.
With a mixture of confidence boosters and bruised egos, the teams retired for a night in anticipation of the elimination round to come. It's the morning of the final day of competition at Taste of the Caribbean 2010, and there's a lot on the line. Here at the breakfast banquet, the judges will reveal the top 4 teams to continue in the culinary competition.
We're on our way to the awards breakfast. My heart's beating. I'm hoping my name comes up. I'm pretty much expecting it to.
The room is filled with cuisine connoisseurs eager to find out who takes the cake and who gets cooked.
A lot of the teams around, some of them look very confident coming in. They don't always look so confident coming out. From me, in my personal experience, is to stay kind of humble.
You fucking leave us alone.
Very special welcome to the chefs of the Caribbean. The teams that will go forward to compete in the final. Ladies and gentlemen, we got these. Trinidad and Tobago. Bahamas. Okay. Antigua and Barbuda.
You're sitting in your chair, they call your name, the feeling is a sense of euphoria.
These 4 teams will go forward.
Well, the competition's over, and it looks like better luck next year. But it was a great learning experience, so it was pretty good all around.
Now that the top teams have been chosen, it's an individual race to the end. We'll be back next time when the Bahamas, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and Antigua and Barbuda go on to round 2 to compete to find out who is the best chef in the Caribbean.